Hey everybody, Seven here. Thank you so much for joining me in our seventh summer. Now, juxtaposed to the complete chaos that's going on in the Oxbow, this one, it's fairly on autopilot. And not fully. There's some tweaks and some technology that needs to get going. Everything here is relatively running, more or less. So we still need to max out the hunting experience because with, like I said, all the crazy amounts of hours I've got in this game, I still somehow do not have that thing done.
Keep your secrets.
Oh, speak of the devil. Oh wait. Nah, let's just hit it. Besides, I'm a busy man these days. I mean, I honestly just don't have the time to go out and actually hunt. I'm sorry, what in the world? Man, I'm gonna have to check. Oh, icons are different. Oh, there must have been another update. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think it might be time for a new, what does this icon mean video then? Oh, look at that. Well, we definitely have damages. Yeah, you're out of wheat. And you're out of flax stock, but it's summer. We're gonna get working on that. Yo, listen, kid, who have you been talking to? What is happening right now? Did you say that because I've been caught?
I'm so glad I settled down here.
Well, at least these people like me. Listen, kid, this lake might not be deep enough for me to crouch all the way into, but you can. Mind your P's and Q's, kid. All right, let me get all these repairs done because I'm not actually seeing where all of the missing tools and missing requirements are. Alrighty, so everything is all fixed up. Now, I guess at this point, it's probably more focusing on, well, what the start of this series was all about. Clearing up the last couple of achievements that I hadn't gotten. And we have gotten a couple of them. We got all the mines, which I hadn't had. We've got the thousand log challenge, which, my God, I was ready to end myself after that one. And right now we're still working on getting the level 10 hunting, which I can't believe I've gotten every skill up to level 10 except for that one. Boy, that's a lot of tech on the ground here. Because the other thing that we set out to do was I want to build every building that I haven't built before, which mainly consisted of the animal husbandry ones, and buy all of those animals that I've never done. So let me go harvest this thing up, and maybe we can get some cows this season.
Good, bad. I believe it's not a matter of good or bad. If I were to say what I value the most in life, I would say people.
It's finally happening. They really did. I was literally just talking about this the other day. Okay. Wow. I was literally just talking about this the other day, how the heat was never an issue. It sure is now. All right. Let me get all this stuff harvested up, and then we'll see what kind of technology we're looking at, and then we'll see what we're going to do going forward. Okay. That took dramatically longer than I expected to. During the course of this entire day that I just burned, a lot of realizations hit me. A couple of low-key panics as well. So we've got carrots here. These carrots never actually got fully planted. Also, I completely ran out of fertilizer and had to convert manure into fertilizer myself. Then we didn't have enough manure for me to convert into fertilizer, and I actually had to clean out all of the animal pens. I cleaned out every single one of them. I converted them all to manure myself, and we had barely enough left. And when I say barely, I mean we had like 18. We had a little bit extra coming from the barn, but yeah. So, guess who bit off a little bit more than they could chew, as per usual. This farm is getting a little bit away from me. Another thing that I noticed was usually I'm having to outpace and race all of the farm workers. No, this time, not only were they hitting fields just as fast as they could, I was hitting fields they weren't even in. And then by the time it was closing time, there was pretty much everything across the street hadn't been touched yet. So agriculture is going to be, it's going to be a challenge. I'm not sure if I need more pigs. I mean, the pigsty is fully loaded. So if we need more manure, we're going to need an entirely new pigsty. I was not prepared for all this. Yeah, and you can see that we actually do still have some carrot seed left over, which that was supposed to go down. Well, it was supposed to go down in the winter. At the very least, it should have gone down in the spring. This, Oh my God, I also just saw our weight. Okay, well, the weight is now dramatically less. Well, I say dramatically. It's slightly less. And, yeah, as you can see by the sky, this season is rapidly just spiraling out of control. So I smelted like hell all night long. We're bringing in just crazy more ore than what these guys can get smelted. On a weird note, because of the way that they've adjusted what the tool requirements are and what, you know, how much bronze you need per, you know, knife or scythe or anything like that, we're actually way overproducing. Even though these guys can't keep up with how many ore to turn into bars, we still had too many bars. So that's an interesting turn of events. And then I did this. We're going to need to fill it. Oh, I cannot wait. All right, so now that day 2 is well underway already, let's go maybe actually do something? I have a feeling this is going to be a real quick episode. Man, I did not realize, well, I didn't realize how many changes had happened. Yeah, I'm usually pretty on top of when RenderCube updates something. I got caught sleeping on this one. But not only that, I did not realize just how ambitious of a plan that I had. You know, I set out to, okay, let's get all the achievements that I haven't gotten. And then also let's play with all of the animals that I hadn't played with. I was, you know, always running kind of a min-max on this. You know, what's the most efficient way of doing things? What's the best way? So as far as crops go, I always did just basically the grains. Oat, wheat, rye, you know, everything that I would need to be sustainable for animal feed. And then beyond that, it was like, okay, I don't need cabbage. I have no interest in carrots or anything like that. Heck, I just found out today that cabbage, carrots, and was it onions? They're all harvested with a button, not with the scythe. So I went out there trying to, you know, scythe up all the crops that are over here, and it came up with a button prompt like I was picking flowers. I didn't even know that was the thing. I didn't know that there was a difference. I thought everything was harvested with the scythe. Oh, one other thing that happened while I was doing all of the scything and fertilizing and hoeing and everything. Yeah, this is what we look like right now. I overheated 3 times and had to keep taking off clothing. Took off the hat first, then I took off the hood, and then, oh my God, I had to literally take off my shirt to stop from overheating. Yo, whoa. Listen. What? Listen. I don't know who is spreading rumors rumors and lies and disinformation around this town. But I'm gonna put a kibosh on that. Anyway, let's get fed and watered here. Let's go buy some cows. I also think that I might actually need another farm shed. I think the whole manure and fertilizer situation is going to fix itself. I mean, I had several seasons where I was selling manure, selling fertilizer, taking just, hundreds and hundreds of pounds of manure out, converting it into fertilizer just to sell it. I think the issue that I was having with that is going to fix itself. However, I'm suddenly very concerned about, do I have enough farm hands? I'm thinking I might want another farm shed. We're obviously going to need at least one more farm worker for the cow shed over here. And we have no empty houses. So, Summer of Love, maybe? I might start having to move people in at levels that I'm not really down with, but we might need to just get some of these houses empty. Oh, geez. I think I'm getting way too ambitious. Actually, you know what? Let me just take a minute right now just to see if there's anybody. If fours even. I won't even have it be a 5 cutoff. Let me see if there's any 4s that we can put in together. Okay, so after making some
I'm starving.
definitely suboptimal moves, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 empty houses. And oh, by the way, we're also out of eggs. Yeah, speaking of eggs, my guy is whining and crying about being hungry again. All right, so let's actually try to get some weight out of this thing. What strife? Let's try to dump some weight out of this, and also make a ton of cash because we have way crazy amounts of unlocks. Winona, I know. We're going. We have a ton of unlocks we want to get, decorative and functional. We want to unlock a ton of stuff out of the kitchen, a ton of stuff out of lighting especially. We are going to need a ton more geese because, like I said, the geese just suck at eggs. The geese way overproduce on feathers, so if you're really, really going, full tilt on arrows and bolts and stuff, the geese are the way to go. But if you're going for food, chickens, 100%. Although, with all these graphical updates and that, new flag icon that's up in the upper corner, I don't know, maybe not only a new what does this icon mean video, but also a new animal husbandry video might be in order. There's a lot of changes going on, and quickly. But yeah, let me just take a whole ton of weight out of here, make a bunch of cash, get geese, get cows, and at least 3 farmers. Alrighty, so Winona and I are all loaded up. We're both just a little overweight, and we're just gonna sell a whole crap load of bronze bars. The fence is clearly not working. Well, right, the fence isn't finished. Alright, people are seating fine. Most of you standing around doing nothing because I did do a lot of the work, and this isn't a sowing season for half the crops that I just picked. That's another thing I didn't really consider as I was griping about, what was getting done and what wasn't getting done. There's a lot of off-kilter seasons, like some of it's going down in the winter, some of it's going down in the fall or in the spring or whatever, so I just saw her sowing something in the summer, which I'm trying to remember what even goes down in the summer. Anyway, let's head over to Gustovia, make a whole ton of cash, and let's go buy some cows. Alrighty, people of Gustovia.
There is something hypnotizing about that fire.
Lady, the fire's been out for hours. 2, 1, 2. Oh, this does not bode well. Winona, we might be doing some driving. Oh, right. While we're here, we also should probably grab just a ton of geese. Hi.
Hello.
Want to buy some bronze? Not much, apparently.
See you.
How about you? You'd like some bronze. Think of all the hoes you could make with that.
Old friend.
Now, the thing is, we don't want to go... We don't want to go too crazy on the animals, I don't think, because we do want to save at least some of this for unlocks as well. We've got a bunch of decoration unlocks we want to get. We've got a bunch of kitchen unlocks we want to get.
Take that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. We want this. We want a lot of these. I mean, not that one. Mood reduction means nothing. My townsfolk are unlikely to ever go down in mood. Unless it's some, like, a world event or season event that happens. That's probably not going to come into play at all. Oh, this has changed. Oh, this used to say less reputation loss for failing the challenges. Interesting. Yeah, these are desired, but as of right now, I need more money. Also, as annoying as it is flagging for 3 right now, I love that new icon. That is so cool. That it just looks more polished, doesn't it?
How are you?
Hi there. You're the last one that can... Okay, good. I was really hoping that I was going to dump off everything that I had here. Alright, now, how expensive are these guys? Alright, bulls are... That's actually not terrible. That's less than I expected. Alright, we got just shy of 6 grand on us. Alright, so 3 adults. And then maybe... Alright. That'll work. Yeah, the hen house is pretty much just running itself perfectly. All full on with hens, 1 rooster to keep the population up. Good. The goose house, though, I thought I had fixed this. We're having a population issue over here. Alright, so after buying every female adult goose they had, we're looking at 3 empty slots. That's more livable, I think. Jeez, this is what I'm saying. Like, the geese, they just don't produce eggs. Oh, you know what? That's probably also why this guy is leveling so slow. Yeah, look at that. You're a 6 already. And my God, 46 eggs a day. Now, granted, the goose house isn't full yet, but this is why whenever somebody asks, about animal husbandry or anything, I always completely steer them away from geese. Unless you're going for some kind of, like, RP kind of a thing where, you're going to have, like, 5 blacksmiths and you're just be cranking out insane amounts of crossbow bolts and arrows and stuff. You're like, oh, we're going to make the new Lesnica, and we're going to have, the best hunters in the land and stuff like that. If you're going for that kind of a roleplay thing, then okay, cool, try for the geese. But otherwise, geese are they're just suboptimal, like across the board. All right, Winona, I'm thinking the next course of action is to get rid of that 4 animals that don't have any feed flag. We might actually have to hit every town on the map, because I'm thinking we're going to want at least 4 farmers. We only have the 3 empty houses, but listen, I'm putting people in not even the optimal best way, which is going to hilariously wreak havoc with staffing in a year or so. Nah, we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. All right, let's just get to Hornica real quick and we'll see what kind of staff they've got. Alrighty, Hornica. I hope you're not going to disappoint. Also, on my way over here, I double-checked.
I swear that I saw bears having a meeting in one of the caves.
Yeah, I didn't realize it could go down that far. Wait till you see bandits having a meeting in a cave, lady. That'll scare the hell out of you. Yeah, we
will go down in history.
This one most forgettable.
One.
We do still have the 3 empty houses, but one of them is in a squirrely location. So a couple of them are right here in the agriculture center. That one. A couple of these aren't bad, but this one right here, I might have to find somebody to cycle around when I get back home, but 3 houses. And as far as I know, everybody should still be balanced. Okay, well, I'm glad I just checked because we are actually one short on mail somehow. Right, so if we're going to get 3, we're going to need 2 guys, 1 girl then. All right. And of course, you're going to give me... oh, this freaking game. Well, you have multiple 3s. You have only one of the 3. So hi there.
Hello there.
Hello there. Okay, I somehow completely miscounted. I most definitely have 4 houses. Interesting. All right, so now that you're feeding these guys properly, let's, oh. You know, I always kept saying, like, oh, the animal husbandry is the fastest way to get level ups for your townsfolk, and, you know, an animal husbandry job will go way faster than a farmer or a barn worker. If they're only producing, you know, 0.3 a day, this person, I honestly think, might level slower than a water carrier. Huh. That could be a problem. Oh, speaking of water carrier, 210 out of 12 to 06. Also,
My butt's itching. Oh, did I say that?
You're gonna fit in my town great, lady. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think trying to do everything everywhere all at once like this is gonna get real ambitious. I'm 1000% gonna have to increase the building limit. Like that, I'm pretty much resigned to that point. But somebody was saying that the way that they said that it renders very far in the distance, which you can tell. I mean, you can be at Denica and you can damn near see Lesnica, and that's across a freaking mountain range. So what they were saying was, if I'm building in a ring like I am, that I should be okay. You know, because half of my town's buildings are going to be behind me at any given moment. Do I even... Yeah, right. I probably won't even take him home. I'll just sell him off in Jazarica. All right, so let's get over to Jazarica and we'll see what kind of farm hands we can find. Oh, I'm picking up 4. No, let's not pick up 4. Let's pick up 3. I was already having buyer's remorse about not taking another guaranteed 3 that was right in front of my face, but no. We're gonna take the 3. Also, as I'm looking at all these tipped over carts and everything, I realized I completely came out here unarmed. Got a nice full crossbow and 0 bolts. Man, why am I such an award winner at this game? Why not? Man, what I ought to do is leave, like, I don't know, 10 or 20 in your pockets. For just such an occasion. All right, Jazarica, I have plenty of fishers. In fact, one of them just came off of maternity leave and she's currently unemployed, so... Lady, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking about? Oh, crap. I thought I saw another... What? No? Alright. Well, it's worth a look at least. And of course... Yeah, great. We are actually very close to the stall, the market stalls. So, might want to put a pin in that. You know what I should do? I should look at what my production numbers are. I'm pretty sure those are actually even, though. Well, we're even on the production side of things. So, we're out for agriculture, though. Also, I have no idea what my dynasty's looking like. Oh boy, I have no idea what my dynasty's looking like. I know, where'd that one house... Yeah, way in... Man... Yes, and then we're gonna have somebody else who's now gonna be grumpy. Wait a minute, there was a person in that house. What the hell did I just do? All right, we'll send her into the kitchen.
We'll work for food and water
And
some firewood and a roof over
damn,
our
I too
heads.
demanding. Oh, I love this. All right, we gotta get out of here then. Man, sun is going down on day 2. Oh, wait, I forgot to sell the rocks in my pocket here. Alrighty. On to Lesnica. Ooh. Stuff. And expensive stuff. Alright, on to Lesnica. And everybody cross your fingers for 2 male farmers. We're into some pretty specific territory now. Oh, hey, more rocks to sell. and more importantly, a torch. Hey, any torch I don't have to make. All right, this time, no interruptions. I'll see you guys over at Lesnica. Alrighty, Lesnica, I know you're not really known for your agriculture, but I'm gonna need you to come through. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Alright, well, I just dumped off everything. That guy that was talking about the view, I think that they really do have customized dialogue based on their town. Yeah, because why else would they say that? You know, you wouldn't say that in Gastovia. Gastovia doesn't have any kind of view. Well, they've got a view of the river, but Lesnica has a view. That's really cool. What's not really cool is you suck at farming. Now, who doesn't suck at farming is Rolnica. Now, I know that I'm, referencing what the towns are known for. I think that has absolutely zero bearing on what the townsfolk there will do. It'd be cool and would make sense if it did. If Denica and Rolnica had really top-notch farmers, and then, Lesnica had really good production and extraction. All right, so let's get to Rolnica, and I'll see you guys there. Alrighty, Rolnica, what do we got going on here? You're a person, but not... Oh my god, and you're stellar, too. Nice. Hi.
How are you?
How are you? Okay, we've got a couple of houses there. Yeah, they're still in agriculture center there. Alright, now we do still want one more male farmer. The problem is we're not going to have a job for them. But that's fine because I really am thinking that we're going to want an additional farm shed anyway. And I've got a good spot for one too. Alright, so let's get to, what's the next stop? Probably Tutki. We'll save Denica for last, probably. Alright, Tutki. Who do we have? Oh no. Oh no, is that all three of you? Oh no. Wow, good hunter and good production. Too bad we just picked up a female production. Extraction, we shouldn't need anymore. We definitely don't need any more fishers, jeez. We still have a female fisher that's unemployed right now. You know what? When do we get that? Oh, okay. Heh. That is a distance. Oh boy, yeah, because that's actually going to cure all of our woes for our staffing. We've got the 3 fishing. I mean, I could put down the 4th, because ideally what I want is 2 of the level 2s, and then just be done with level 1s altogether. Now we're going off-road. Alright, let's make our rounds. Veronica, Barrow. Uh-oh. On my way over here, I looked like it only saw 2. Yeah, I did only see 2. And? Male production. We did just pick up a female production. I want him, but...
Maybe I'll start. I've been sober since last autumn.
That's not what the campfire's for, lady. Jeez. I love that.
I have a feeling we're not in the valley anymore.
Oh. That is probably a mix-up. I don't think you're supposed to say that. Interesting. Oh man, another real top-notch male production ×2. No, all right. All right, well, we got Barrow and Denica as our absolute last options. All right, so I'm also gonna have to remember we're off kilter on production, and we're off kilter for now on farming. Hopefully, I'm gonna fix that right now. But sometimes when I go extended times between plays, it gets difficult for me to remember. Like this time, like I did not realize that I was already off kilter on some of the farm workers. Oh, nice. We got 2 guys. Come on. Oh, we got 3 guys. Come on. 3 males around a campfire is a statistical anomaly already. So let's see it. Let's see it. That sucks.
Travelers of this realm are drawn to the bonfires like moths.
Yeah. Oh man. Level 3 extraction and production. Man. I know I already checked Gastovia, but it can't hurt to check them again. Now, I have a tendency of missing things, in case anybody hasn't noticed. Oh, hey, you missed a coin purse under here. Oh, hey, you missed... Yeah, those roadside things, I do tend to miss a lot. And that's even after scouring them.
Hypnotizing about that phone.
Yeah, never mind. We got... Oh, and I've come across a 3 diplomacy male and female too. That sucks. And we're real close to getting the stalls. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna run home, take a quick stock of where we're looking for resources, for tools, for materials, stuff like that. Make sure that everything's running properly. And I might put up that farm shed just so that if I do get lucky and Denica does actually have that male farmer I'm looking for, that at least he'll have a job. All right, I'll see you guys home. Alrighty, home again, home again. Oh god, we're gonna have 100 million traps to check. Okay, so I came back to several problems. I just got done fixing, well, adjusting one of them. So that poppy was supposed to go down in the spring, and it didn't, because the fields weren't done yet. And apparently it's not a dual one, it can only go down in spring. Right, because some of these can go down in spring or summer. And I'm sure that'll affect its harvest time. You know, like I think wheat can go down in either spring or fall or something like that, and then it affects when it comes up. But the problem that I was seeing was I came back to a very full storage and it was all full of ore. So our production, or not our production, but our...
with a drink.
Yeah, I know we're thirsty. Listen. Our smelting people are not keeping up with the production people. This could pose a problem. All right, well, with dawn rapidly approaching here, jeez, this season got away from me fast. Oh my god, look at this absolute zoo. What is going on over here? Oh, I love this. Anyway, we probably do actually need that farm shed. Like, regardless if it's staffed yet or not, we're gonna need it. And I think it'd look right perfect right here. And I'm pretty sure that it's got the room for it too. And it would look like, you know, this weird little cutout was intentional. Because it totally was, and I promise it was. Listen, the terrain got finicky. I blame this rock over here. Uh-oh. Well, we have options. We can fix this the legitimate way, or we can fix this the settings way. Good morning, sweetheart.
How can I help you?
Oh boy, your affection's only 91? Yeah, we're out of resources, okay. Actually, what is on your mind? But those damn mosquitoes. Well, you know what? We've moved people in inappropriately. We're gonna have a catastrophe of a labor shortage in a minute. Let's just throw fuel on the fire. Why not? Okay. Wait, actually, never mind. Wait, what? Oh, wait, you have to...
Goodbye.
Okay, so you have to say that to them after... Oh. All right, checked and reset all the traps. What am I looking at for that, by the way? Halfway there. Yay. Man, I might actually just go out actual hunting. I honestly believe this is probably faster the way I'm doing it now, but I don't know, I'm starting to get impatient. So what are we going to do about this then? I mean, I already knew that I was going to have to make the adjustment anyway. I mean, having a kid is only going to add 10 more buildings. And, I mean, look at all that expands. That is dramatically more than 10 more buildings. My one huge town that I show off for some of the tutorial videos and for some of the explanation videos and stuff, that one between the river over by Barrow and Gustovia, that one is pretty ridiculous. This town might be the most over the top that I've ever built. This is going to get ridiculous. Oh, man. So we're going to need to make some edits. All right, just how much? 120? We'll go 120 for now, and we'll see how it works out. All right, that put us at 60 out of 72. Okay. But we'll deal with that for now. If we run into another issue, we'll adjust it. All right, now here's a question. Do I want it to line up with the road or line up with the field? Well, not super in love with the way it looks with regards to the road. I mean, looks cool for the field. All right, much better with the road.
Ones are always take.
Listen. Yeah, it's off kilter. It's got that weird little angle to it, but I don't know. I think this is good. Alrighty, and there's that done up nicely. We've only got one person that we can pick up, and we've only got one town left that we can even hope to find them. Oh, nice. I love this. We're gonna need so much more of that. Wow. All right, maybe this is gonna go pretty quick because it seems like every time I just turn my back for a second, these things are all popping up. Also, slight panic. We're running rapidly low on sticks. I made 50 bolts last night because, well, the whole idea of me running around completely unarmed, carrying a crossbow, not carrying any ammo, while that is hilariously typically me, not something I want to do going forward. Especially with how nasty the bandits seem to be lately. Oh, well, all right, we checked all the traps. Man, the durability on these things suck. All right, barn has no poppy, sewing hut has no flax, and both the kitchens are out of eggs. And the number's going to fluctuate as eggs come in. Oh, jeez. We already have some soured milk here, so I kind of want to see if I can get these guys getting some unlocks going. Okay, so you need the quark first, which is kind of odd because you get access to that way before you'll ever buy cows. All right, we've got about 2,300 bucks. Now, I'm growing just about everything at this point, so we could probably put 1 or 2% into pretty much everything over here, right? Okay, I'm not making plates. Oh, I'm not going mushroom picking either. Okay, I am going to have to draw a few lines here and there, I think. All right, so let's put into this. Sure. And also that too. I always have to put into these just because they're awesome. Definitely want that. That looks interesting. Oh man, I'm gonna run myself completely out of cash. Yeah. I've done. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a playthrough of things that I've never done, and yes, I've never made these items, but I've messed around with the herbalist hut ad nauseum. It's probably my least favorite building in the entire game. I hate the micromanaging you have to do. You've got to constantly change every season what the percentage is that the person's going after. You know, in the fall, go get me mushrooms. In the summer, go get me berries. Unless you want the unripe berries, and then you get to tell them to go get them in the spring, and then it's just such a massive pain, and I hate it. Ooh, we ran out of cash. Okay. Oh, that's another thing we can do to get rid of some weight. Wow, only 58. Wow. Are we not keeping up on tools right now? Knives are low, shovels are real low. Only 2 hammers left. Hey, Tesla, what the hell's going on over there? All right, you guys have a total skill of 11. Oh my God, and Tesla's pregnant. Oh my God, this could. This is gonna get tight in a hurry. These numbers look good. I mean, knives could be a little on the high side. All right, we've got a little bit better of a balance now, I think. The spears were probably a little too high as well, even with one of them being out for a bit. We don't need that many. Tesla. Oh man. Listen. So, geez, like we're crazy overweight, but I don't know what to sell. Well, no. Basically, anytime I get over half, I start to get concerned. You know, you don't really need to get concerned unless you're hitting like 80, 90%, but I don't like being over half usually. Because with the way that this game works and the way that this thing snowballs, you blink and you take your eyes off the controls for a second, and you know, you walk by the woodshed, And all of a sudden you're seeing 100 million logs all piled up over here. You're like, wait, that's not how that graphic looks. Well, it is when you don't. It is when you don't pay attention to what's going on. And the unfortunate thing is, that's the only building that'll show you that something is off. You know, if the storage gets full and these guys are cranking, they'll start throwing tools into here. Or these guys, if the storage is off and they're smelting away, you know, all of a sudden there'll be bars and ore in there. You won't see it graphically, so your woodshed can be a good barometer of if anything is amiss with your storage. Right, so if I want to make some money, like right this second, I'm not really sure. Oh wait, vials. Wasn't somebody making vials still? Oh, perfect. Okay, great. One last thing before I go. I think I'm going to want to slam out a couple of buckets here. We're going to need a whole lot more buckets for all the milk that's going to be coming in. We're also going to definitely need more water. I didn't check to see how many empty buckets were in there.
And my hand will look like a hedgehog.
All right, so I got 10. I'll fill up probably 5. Oh, here's a thought. We're actually going to start going through it when we start making breads as well. Let's get over to our last bastion of hope for a male farmer. Head over to Denica real quick. Make some sales. And hopefully get the last of the unlocks that we want. All right, Denica, I have a habit of relying on you. Oh, and we got 3 males. Come on.
A shadow of the old one.
Listen, pal. The old Castellan. Oh my God. Not only are you 3. Okay.
It's easy to talk with me. How can I help you?
It is easy to talk with you. You have level 3 diplomacy, actually. Uh-oh. Okay. The Fisher being pregnant, no sweat. That's actually probably a good thing, because then we can get the other lady back to work. Nicola pregnant is a tragedy. And you're just a farmer. That's fine. We just picked up a ton of them. All right, so we're not hurting just yet. All right, let's sell a bunch of stuff off, because we still need more unlocks. Oh my God, that's been adjusted. Holy crap, those weren't wooden vials. Those were clay vials. Whoa. 155 clay vials was like...
So long.
Oh my God.
Early shadow of the old one.
Listen, pal. You got words. We can have some words. I might have to reevaluate my money-making procedures here. You know, that workshop used to be basically just passive free income. You know, make some wooden vials in the start and then switch off to clay, and like I used to make fortunes off of vials. The workshop alone was able to pay my taxes. But now this is looking a little dicey. Also, I totally realize as I'm blowing by these buildings. Yeah, we have an excavation shed that's doing literally nothing. Which, yeah, this one, it's not even staffed. I totally could have just dismantled that one instead of adjusting the building limit. Whoops. All right, we are honestly low on tools. We're pretty okay on resources for the most part. We're really low on cash. So a lot of these unlocks that I wanted these guys to start working on, I don't know if they're going to be able to. Yeah, wait a minute, $300. I don't even think we have $300. No, we don't. Also, yes, I'm still the shirtless wonder. Listen, it's still freaking hot out. I tried putting my shirt back on and he wasn't having it. Oh my God, it's $2,000 for a lantern now? Oh, look at that. I want that too. Oh, wait a minute. There's some cool stuff here. Okay, come hell or high water, this has to be a thing. Like, that just has to happen. Oh, we can get birdhouses. Oh man, I am gonna need just so much money. Now, I also want some of these workstations. The thing is, some of them actually come with a graphic, like the butter churn. From what I understand, and I haven't seen it yet, but if the forge booth, jeez. From what I understand, if it's not work time, like before work, they'll come over and they'll churn some butter. So I just gotta try to catch them in the act of, you know, just hanging out in the general vicinity here. Same with these ones. From what I understand, they'll actually come over, chop wood, but it's a non-work time thing. So basically, any time that they'd be sitting on benches and just talking, or sitting around a campfire or whatever, That's when you'll see them do with that. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I swear to God, we were out of hammers a minute ago. Okay, so something that I hadn't taken into consideration. The townsfolk always had degradation of the tools they were using, but it would just sort of poof. The whole aspect of them actually taking percentages off is relatively new. You know, I think that just came with the Oxbow, or maybe one of these recent ones that just came out after the Oxbow. Hey, that's what led to my mix-up. I had it set to weight, so there was like, oh, there's only 2 of these full ones that weigh this much, and there's, 10 of these or whatever. Yeah, I was looking at it all wrong as far as like, yeah, that's what I was seeing. Okay, so our tools are actually fine. The pickaxes were the only ones that were actually slightly low on. All right, 66 limestone, that's going to go in a hot second. But one thing that I really do want to check is, what do I have? Oh man, it's 1,000. And what do I need for you? $500. I don't think that's gone up any. I think that was always 500, but all right. Decorations is gonna wait. I really do want to start throwing daub around on the workstation areas here. It doesn't do anything for productivity, it doesn't do anything for mood, and this is a contested issue, what I'm about to say and get into. I swear, I haven't tested it, and I really ought to, but I'm fairly certain that it like adds defense, if that makes any sense. Like the durability of it. All right, like you see here, this one condition 89%. So what I'm saying is happening is, if you've got the place covered in daub or limestone or whatever it needs to be more insulated, there's no benefit to insulating a workstation, but I think that adding the insulation to it makes it take less damage and therefore need less repairs. So many people have referenced the Herald, not just this season, but last season, and they've been referencing it a lot lately. I have not seen that guy in ages. All right, well, if I can't make any new decorations, I wonder if there's anything that I can do with the ones that I've already got unlocked. Because I do have the benches that I like. Yeah, we've got the really nice with backrest. And I do also have the stone campfire unlocked as well. Now, I was looking at this thing. That's awful small. And it's also tipped. Oh, it won't let me until I actually have the resource. I thought maybe it would let me have the outline at least. Yeah, that would be tipped over real weird. I'm not even sure if it would even let me. Let me go get a bunch of planks and some stone, some firewood. Let me play around a little bit. I mean, day 3 is damn near over anyway, so let's just screw around some. All right, so first up, is this even viable? Nah, I didn't. Oh. Now then. I was thinking, can I get like 2 overlooking the lake? Kind of like side by side here, maybe? Well, maybe a bit better side by side. Hey, you know what? I like that. Yeah. Little evening campfire overlooking the lake before you go to bed. I like that quite a bit. Or first thing in the morning, I know we're probably, like 500 years away from Western advancement of coffee, but they had teas and things back then, I think. Do I want to try to get bold with something here? This looks possible, although, I mean, would you really want, people hanging out right under your window? Listen, anybody who's watched me for any amount of time knows that I have no aesthetics. I don't have an artistic bone in my body. So I really tend to agonize over where I put this kind of stuff. I was thinking about a spot here, but honestly, I think a stall would be way cooler there. Like, coming right into town, you see a bunch of residentials, and then, you've got commerce right up front here. Yeah, same with over here. If there's enough room, which probably not here, but somewhere along the line, because the road hooks north slightly. So I'm thinking somewhere this general vicinity, we should probably be able to have another stall.
I'm so glad I settled down here.
Thank you. Tell my Oxbow people that. Like, listen, they just gotta be patient. I know what I'm doing. Well, I pull it out of my ass at a certain point. This could be a pretty nice, like, larger hangout, I'm thinking. But at the same time, this was also a really cool stall location. See, because the footprint of the stall and the footprint of... Oh my god, you know what? Just make this thing, please. Without killing a duck, please. Or a goose. You know, I've talked about that several times where, you know, I killed a chicken or something. The chicken coop got damaged one season, so I was repairing it. And as I was swinging the hammer, the chicken just walked in the way, and I ended up killing the chicken while repairing. And I didn't even know that was going to be a possibility. There we go. We're going to need... I'm going to have to fix that. I don't know how or what the fix is going to be, but I'll come up with something. But having it not completed was driving me freaking bonkers. Every time I got on Winona to go run into town for something, I'm running by this like gaping hole over there, and I'm like, come on, man, fix that.
I need some water.
See, this right here would be primo location for a hangout spot. It's definitely way too small for a stall. But a campfire, some benches, a little wall or a fence or something would go great in there. Maybe one of those cool little archways that they just came up with. But the thing is, you got to kind of get it.
I'm so glad I settled down here.
Yeah, so you got to get it kind of close to the residentials, which is why this was such a great location. Thing is, I put a farm shed there a million years ago, and then deleting the farm shed and moving it to a more centralized location, it caused this hole that was... It was too small for most buildings, but too big to just ignore for me. So that so far might actually be my favorite little addendum. Like I like the way that came out. Now see, these guys, this is basically just a waiting stage, you know, like people just hang out here getting ready for work. I don't want that. I want an actual place where they're going to hang out at you know, the end of the day. This one, it's so crazy uneven, but at the same time, like I don't know as though a stall can go there. Well, as always, input and comments for aesthetics and artistic type stuff, always welcome here. Yeah, I'm crazy overweight because I picked up 1 million sticks and stones. Nobody is working on bringing sticks. We've got the excavation shed bringing in a little bit of stone here and there, but I've been kind of using it. Oh my god, look at this. We're at 1,300. I mean, yeah, we're still on level 2, which, by the way, when do we get level 3? Oh my. Oh, and that comes with all the cool, well, the Himley I don't care about. The difference between that and the Straw Himley, it doesn't do anything for mood. It just costs an insane amount of resources. It's just like, it's like 10 or 12 of every single flower that exists in the game. No thanks. I'm not going around being a flower picker for that. That bell post, though, that's required. Also, the 4,000 storage versus the 2,000 I'm playing with right now. Oh, look at all this. Iron fence, iron gate, and those braziers. Like, we need those. Damn, I was really hoping to light the town a little this season. I'm thinking next season, money. The town's operating fairly nicely, but it's not pretty. Typical 7 town. Function over form. Alright, so we're not without our hiccups. We've got some flax issues still a little bit, and some linen issues. Leather issue got fixed. We've got some farm troubles, not necessarily bad, but some things are going on. We got a ton of recruits. We're making progress towards the unlocks for all of the nice, pretty stuff, because I'm so sick of looking at these ceilings. Oh, shoot. We're supposed to have a kid this season. I wonder if that still is available.
How are you?
Oh, thank you. Well, Thank you so much for joining me in this season in Medieval Dynasty, and hope to see you in the fall. Let's see if this works. Nice. Good night, guys.